Hey everyone, how you doing? I got a message from my higher self today to talk to you about it's to give you permission, but you don't need my permission for anything. But if you do, for the Starseeds and Sensitives, that abandon ship, if you are feeling called to abandon ship or change directions, and you feel that in your gut, do it. And it's all right to take a break and do something for your well-being. We weren't meant to fry our nervous systems. We have a sensitive nervous system for a reason. And that nervous system is to keep us, to help others, and for us to have awareness and stay alert to the things that are around us. But if our nervous system is fried, we're not picking up on anything. We're in survival mode. And right now the world needs you to be healthy, or your family needs you to be healthy, whatever you're doing, your well-being is number one right now. And the way that we're living, and being on call all the time, the cell phones, the computers, and those things were coming along supposedly to make our lives easier, to make it so we wouldn't be spending so much time on business or taking care of things, that we could communicate easier. But it's just turned down the wrong road, where it's people are thinking that they can reach you and you have to be available 24/7. The other thing is it's created an addictions to getting responses on your phones or laptops, or also just creative ideas, and you get sucked into these holes. And instead, you should be out walking around in nature, feeling what the earth has to share with you today, taking time to be still and quiet and listen to messages that your guides have for you, to nourish your soul, to ground your energy in the earth, to feel your feet on the earth and feel that energy coming up, and to ground that energy so you're not swept around like a leaf in a hurricane wind. So it feeds your soul, and listening to the birds and the animals, and they've got messages for you. We are in different times now. We are looking at how much time I have. We are in a new age here, and we're at a fork in the road where we keep going down this burnout, this kind of unconscious rat race way of living, and not being in control of our lives and not making our own choices, or coming to where we start to become very conscious about what it is that we want, and how we want our lives to be, and who we want to be, and how we want to show up, and what's important to us, what really matters. Living your mission. What's your mission? What did you come here for? You didn't come here to burn out. You came here to learn. Came here to learn things of what it's like to be a human in this body, to create from that, to express that out into the world, not to burn yourself out, not to beat yourself up, not to think that you're unlovable, not enough, unworthy, not all this shit, right? And that's what we're waking up to. The Great Awakening is waking up that, like, hey, I'm here for a reason, and I came to contribute. I came to, and my contribution is my true, authentic expression. And I'm not here to be abused by anybody. I'm not here to be taken advantage by anybody. I'm not here to sacrifice myself for anybody, unless that was the the lesson that you came in for. And we all came in for different things. That's why we don't know what's good for one person and what's good for another person. So each person has to get out of nature, find your stillness, go within, discover, let go of those limiting beliefs and programming that you've had as a child and the traumas, and practice being in this now moment and what's important here and how you can show up and how you can create in this moment for your family, for your children, for the company you work for, or the company you've created to help other people out in the world, or just even yourself. Really, a lot of us are just here to shine our light, to be love, to hold that energy, not to be sitting in our houses in front of computers. A lot of millennials are starseeds, are love energy, and you need to be out walking around being in that authentic love, filled with love, not behind desks or on your couch with your computer in your lap draining your energy, or your phone in front of your face. There's so much here that right now the technology has overwhelmed and diminished and is draining and taking, and as starseeds and sensitives, and I'm not negative because it helps. I'm doing this, I'm communicating with you through the phone. So there's good things about it, but don't let it run your life. And you've got to be asking yourself questions. You know, what things are running my life that are addictive? What things are running my life that are taking me away from me, taking me away from experiencing my life, taking me away from expressing my life, right, in this world, expressing myself, and knowing that, you know. Yeah, so anyway, that's my little message today. And I would say a lot of the things that come from addiction and, you know, the programming and the not being able to set ourselves free, not being able to feel like you have the right to go out and make the choices in your life, come from an early programming of not feeling safe and feeling fearful that something will happen if you are happy, or something will happen if you make choices and somebody else does it. What if you make the wrong choice, right? So I invite you to go watch. I did a webinar on the first chakra, on feeling safe, and how to what's the programming and how does that show up in your life. So you'll see a lot of the things I just talked about generally are in there, but it gives you solutions and things that you can do, and it's important to change that first chakra, to shift the fear to empowerment, so you do feel the strength and the energy and the excitement, and listen. You can listen, get that fear out of the way, so you can listen to your intuition and your higher selves and guides, even that you can make new choices and show up in ways that you're being called to right now. Because I'm sure a lot of you are feeling the abandoning a relationship that hasn't been working for a long time, abandoning a job that is stressing you out and making you sick, but you're afraid, moving to a brand new place, because there's a lot of fear in that unknown. But in that unknown, there's also a lot of excitement and creative energy. But there's a balance, right? You can't move from one place to the next place, or one relationship to the next relationship, and and have something different unless you change inside. So if you need help changing inside, give me a call. Let's talk about it, or go watch my videos on YouTube, or watch the webinar on fear and just work on that and start changing. Use the suggestions on there, and start shifting what's going on inside. And then when you make those moves, you will have a different way of being and not carry your same programming into your new life, the new things that you're creating, because otherwise you're just going to keep repeating. So I hope this was helpful. I love you. Take care of yourselves. You're not to be running on high speed, burning out that nervous system. Calm yourself, find gentle ways, whatever, a cup of tea, a bubble bath, a walk in the park, getting in the shower, tapping, all a bit, friends, connect with other like-minded people. Very important right now. Don't isolate. Don't be thinking badly of yourself. Everybody is going through something that's very powerful right now. Everybody, you are not alone. There's a lot of people who are confused, a lot of people who are angry, a lot of emotions flying all over the place, a lot of people who are afraid, a lot of people who are getting, kind of slapped by different things happening in their lives, like breakups or loss of jobs. But trust in the bigger energies, that they're here to support you. Start connecting to them. Connect to your higher self. You got to do that. You can't do that when you're all revved up. Just got to find that quiet space and connect in and create that conversation with your higher self, or your angels, or your guides, or your masters, or all of them. Create a round table. I have a round table. What do you want me to know? What do I need to know right now that's really important for me to know? And just then listen. Ask the question, what do I really need to know? And then listen. And if it doesn't come right away, just watch for it during the day. Say, okay, I'm going to watch for signs, signals, and watch what happens. Watch what people come into your life. Watch what opportunities show up. And where can you let go, and become more you? Let go of any of the beliefs that you are less than, that you are not worthy, that you are not enough in any of those ways. I am not blank, right? I am not smart enough, good looking enough, rich enough. That's a bunch of bullshit. And we're in this creative energy that is new. And we're all in this together. So just realize we're all going through this, and it's like, okay, don't know what's going to happen, but let's put the foot forward. Let's put the next foot forward. Let's just keep walking. Let's see what happens. Let's see who we run into. Let's see what opportunities come up. Let's see what I let go of. Let's see how I feel. What's my feeling? Am my feeling telling me to go over here? Or am I being directed to go over here? Right? Do I want to talk to that person or that person? Right? Again, just follow your gut. I've done this a lot my whole life, and it has created wonderful things for me. And it still continues to work, and there's different levels of this. So just start where you're at. Just start where you're at and start to trust. You have to start to trust what's in here and trust the bigger picture, that source, your angels, your guides, all have your back. But you got to talk to them. You got to ask them for help, because it's free will. So they can't help if you don't ask for help. So ask them for guidance. Ask them to stick the people in front of you. Ask them to show you where your next job is, or where you're supposed to move to. And then create the space for it. Show me where I'm supposed to live, etc. Help you bring in the money to support that. So again, I love you. Until we meet again, love, live, and matter. Bye.